Hello, beautiful, amazing, and wonderful souls. Erin Bogdan here. I'm so thrilled to be sharing with you today how to connect back into your heart in 3 simple ways. But before we jump into the topic, I wanted to share a little bit about maybe how you might be feeling. I myself know that at one point in my life, I was just feeling like I was plugging along, going through the drudge of daily life, not really excited, and feeling like I was living this lie, feeling like I should have been happy, being a homeowner at the age of 25, marrying my high school sweetheart, having everything that maybe other people might be desiring, but just feeling like that wasn't necessarily what was making my heart sing inside. And I hope some of you can relate to feeling like you're living up to these expectations that others have placed on you, potentially your parents, potentially colleagues, friends, whatever it might be around what does success look like, and feeling the feelings of what you should be doing, what you ought to be doing, what you could be doing, all again defined by these external resources and those surrounding you outside of yourself. And so what I'm here to tell you today is that it is possible to hear your soul, to hear what it is that lights you up inside, and you can do that first by just beginning to listen. And you might be saying, well, that sounds easy enough, how do I do that? But really, what's so simple about it is sometimes the hardest thing to do, because it just requires us to, for a moment, just be still and allow ourselves to really be with who we are. Just do absolutely nothing, giving yourself full permission to sit down as I am right now and just be. And that could be a place of meditating. It could be a moment of silence, whatever you feel like you need to do to connect into and just relax for a moment, quiet your mind, stop listening to all the chatter that's going on outside of you, and just allow yourself to really focus in on and be with yourself. And I will tell you that the hardest thing in getting over doing that is just giving yourself that permission to sit down and do it, because oftentimes we've been taught that it's not quote unquote productive to be doing nothing, really. But in reality, it is the most productive thing that you will ever do if you can cultivate a daily practice around it, because in doing that, you're going to start listening and hearing the desires of your heart. You're going to start being guided and feeling into what do I need to be doing from the place of my heart, not what should I be doing from the place of my mind. And so that would be step number 1. Just allow yourself to connect into this place of silence and just be still, quieting your mind, observing your thoughts because they're not fully going to disappear, and just watching them float by and not necessarily plucking them off and engaging with them. Then I would say step 2 is to really start saying yes to what lights you up inside. The fire that you feel, the excitement, the passion, all of the things that would just make your heart truly sing. And it could be something as simple as saying yes to going out for a hike, or it could be, watching your niece or a loved one, whatever is really just gonna make you say, you know what, hell yes, sign me up, I want to be doing this, yes. And start saying no to all the things that aren't a hell yes, because the energy and the time that it takes for you to say, you know what, I'm going to go to this, but I really don't feel like being there, and I'm going to be miserable the whole time. That's energy and time that you could be spending doing what you truly, really enjoy. And so really tuning into and feeling that hell yes place. What do I want to be doing in this moment? And for those of you that might be thinking, I have no idea what lights me up. I don't know even what I'm excited about anymore. I don't know what my passions are. I would say to you, start again being still and listening, because from that place you're going to start getting curious and start feeling and hearing and sensing what does excite me and what does light me up. I want you for a moment to just think back and tune into a moment in your life where it was the happiest moment of your life. Maybe it was the birth of your child, maybe it was your wedding day, maybe it was buying a new home, maybe it was your son coming home or your daughter coming home from the military. Whatever moment that was, just for a moment, just close your eyes and just picture and envision that moment of happiness, of pure and utter joy, excitement, contentment, and allowing that gratitude and that excitement to just open up from your heart and just flow throughout your being, and just feeling into that place. And just as you do that, you'll feel whatever emotions you feel. You'll feel your body start generating a response based on that happiness, that place of just pure excitement. And it might feel like this lightness or this fluttering, or maybe you feel some sort of sensation in your stomach area. Whatever it is that just is this pure, being on potentially cloud nine, just trusting that that's your body's way of showing you and giving you this signal that that is something that's aligned and just so joyful, so powerful, so connected. And so as you start saying yes to opportunities, or if someone asks you or approaches you about doing something, and in your mind you're not sure about what you want to say in that moment, just connect into your body and see, what's that reaction that I'm getting? Am I getting this yes from my body? And you can do the same approach around thinking about an awful time in your life, the saddest memory that you have, or something that brought you just frustration and anger and something that you didn't want to be doing, and just feeling into that moment. You're going to have a different response from that. It's going to feel maybe like I know when I do this, for me, I feel like I'm getting smaller. I feel this constraining feeling in my throat. I feel like I'm just, going into this closing off. And that's a wonderful signal to know, what, that's something that I shouldn't be doing, and I need to say no to, and I need to stand up for myself. And then the last thing that I would say is connecting back into your inner child, into your true essence, because as kids, we're fun, we're playful, we are so creative, spontaneous, and we just absolutely love life. And the more that we can connect into that energy and that spirit and do something we used to love to do as a kid, whether it be go act completely silly at a playground, or finger paint, or go chasing butterflies, just giving yourself that permission to go and do that activity that's going to connect you back into your essence of your child and who you are, in order to again start to get out of this life of the box we put ourselves in, to be an adult, to not have fun, and to just trudge through everyday life, and instead doing these 3 simple things in order to help connect you back and start listening to who you are authentically. Like I said, connecting back into this place of stillness, saying yes to what really excites you, and doing something that's going to connect you back to the essence of your inner child. And so I'll just leave you with this. How much longer are you willing to live this shell of a life, the life of what others have expected of you, and just this feeling of not really truly feeling like you are alive inside? You have the power. You can do this, and you can just implement it by doing these few simple things. Sending you so much love, and so excited to be sharing these tips and techniques with you. I will talk to you soon.